Hey friends, today on Simple Homesteading, we're going to be planting onion sets. Now, this is going to be very different for us because we have never done a fall planting of onions. We've always taken the time to plant them in early spring and then enjoy them towards late summer. However, after doing some research and doing a little bit of study on the internet, we're going to give doing a fall planting a shot. We're hoping to maybe harvest our onions a little sooner and possibly even get in a second planting of onions through the year. So we're gonna see what we're gonna do here. So join us today. We're gonna go out in the garden and we're gonna get these planted. We're gonna tell you what we're doing, how we do it. If you've never planted onions before, it's really simple. We're going to show you how to put the onion into the ground. And then probably unlike many of you who do traditional gardening in rows out in your garden, in your yard, we do ours in boxes, and so it's a little bit more intensive, and so we'll show you what that looks like. So again, thanks for joining us today here at Simple Homesteading. All right, so here are our onions that we got from Johnny's Selected Seeds. We had also bought garlic, but by the time we got our order in and then they began to process it, they ran out of garlic, which made me very, very sad. And so we're hoping our garlic gets here to us from Burpee before it gets too late in the season. Now, onions should be planted in a nice loamy soil. The pH should be between 6.2 and 6.8, and you should be planting these about 1 inch down with, and I'll show you here when we get these laid out, with the pointy side up and the root side. You can see that root side facing down. Again, if you're in zone 5A, 6, kind of what we're in Southwest Ohio here, we're kind of in a 5A area. These can be planted anywhere between mid-October to mid to late November before the ground freezes. Now we'll talk about what to do to help these winter over if you end up getting a fairly heavy or hard winter. They're expecting one this year, but they've been saying that for the last several years and it's never really materialized, maybe this year. But again, we'll talk about that. So here in just a moment, we'll get these laid out in our 4x4 bed and we'll show you what we do. It's going to be fairly easy. All right, for those who've been with our channel long enough, you know that this grid system here that we have is pretty typical for raised bed gardening. You have a 4x4 bed. You divided it into 3 sections, which gives you approximately four 1 foot sections down each side. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to take this division and we're going to be putting in at least 9 onion bulbs in each square. So we'll go ahead and get that started. And so, sorry about the finger there in the way of the camera. We're going to go ahead and get that started here and show you what it looks like at the end. All right, as you can see, we didn't have enough onion sets to end up completing the entire bed, which actually kind of surprised me. Johnny's Selected really doesn't tell you how many sets you're getting in a bag. They just go by weight, and so it's a little hard to tell. Since this was the first time that we ordered from them, it's a shot in the dark. So I'm going to try to find some more onion sets from a local provider. It's not the most optimal thing, but we're going to try doing that so we can finish off the bed. I got 10 1 square foot sections planted with 9 bulbs in each. So we've got at least 90 onions, potential onions planted, and with the remaining 6, that'll be another 60, and then we'll have 150 onions that we hope to get next year. Of course, not all of them necessarily last all the way. Plus, we have a big problem with squirrels coming in the fall and digging up and stealing my onions and garlic. So we're going to try to do some things with netting and other things to try to protect our onions and garlic sets. Now, if you saw the beginning, I don't know what I was thinking. It's like I forgot how to plant onions. But once I got my act together and remembered how to do this, I basically take my index finger and I bury it up to my knuckle, and it gives me not only the 1-inch section, but gets it far enough down where I can insert the bulb far enough and give it enough headspace of soil to get it covered up. Again, you're going to want to put this end, the flat root end, down, and the pointy end without the roots on the upside. But again, this isn't rocket scientists. Lay out your grid, decide whether you want 4 to a square foot, 6 to a square foot, 5 to a square foot. I've done 5 before and that seemed to do well, but I want to try to do a little bit more intensive planting to try to get as much as I can out of this 4-foot box, because we really like getting our onions, storing our onions, making our own onion flakes and onion powder. So again, I'm going to go out and try to get some more and finish off this box. I've just got 3 left, but that's going to make an incomplete square, and I don't want to try to remember where this is, where I left off. It's going to be difficult enough as it is. I want to leave those squares there. We're supposed to get some rain coming into this weekend in a couple of days, and so again, we're just going to leave that. Hopefully I'll be able to remember where I picked up. If not, I'll check this video, and we'll get about another 60 onion bulbs. Probably going to be a different variety. That's okay, but we'll get these in, get them protected, and then we'll talk about how we're going to cover these up or mulch these to help protect it from some of the cold through the winter. Again, thank you for joining us today on Simple Homesteading. Hopefully this has been an encouragement to you. If you have not yet liked the video, hit the thumbs up button, but then also subscribe to our channel if you're not yet a subscriber. Hit the little bell button if you want to be notified when we put a new video out. And again, thanks for being with us. We really do appreciate our online family. Feel free to leave a comment below. More than happy to talk to you. And if you've got a better way to do it, we want to learn. So again, thanks for being with us today.